eventually. Is that how you spell his name? Cool, it is. Menace is next. 2 picks. Final picks, because there's no fucking way we're doing 4 rounds of this. Bradley's so fucking hot. I mean, teach their own.
Not save him. He's gone mad. Why would he do that?
One isn't bad, the other 5 are just better. Okay. Yeah, like if I did a series ranking, like what would I include? Like because like obviously the core like the actual numbered games, but I feel like I would have to include Code Veronica because like that's like that was almost a main entry, right? Like because I believe that was initially conceived as RE3. And then, like I was thinking about Revelations, those 2 games, but I don't know if I would include those. Bradley needs to start an OnlyFans. I mean, what is Bradley's a lawyer, right? So I don't know which one he would make more money from. Ozzy's the best AC game ever. Well, you're just wrong. Because it's not even an Assassin's Creed game. What's funny is the developers didn't even want it to be an Assassin's Creed game, but like Ubisoft is like, no, you have to fucking make an Assassin's Creed game. I watch UK Panama again. Like I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I don't really have a reason to. Like obviously it's not good, but it's still like a spot where like I don't know. It's not like to the point where like yeah, like I would just like hate watching it again. But also just again, there's just like no reason to do it. Like I've already done a big video on it. It's like there's not really like like an actual like appeal to watching it again. I think Valhalla's good. I think Valhalla is actually I don't know. I think it's probably so like when it initially came out, I was pretty high on Valhalla. I was definitely down on a lot of aspects of Valhalla, but I was pretty high on it as a whole. I think since then my opinion like really dropped, and I think or like over time I think my opinion really dropped, and then now I'm kind of at the point where I'm back to it being like probably where I was initially. To where like I think it's still very flawed. I think like a lot of okay, cool. Yep, this is exactly what I want to do. I definitely didn't want to kill the guy that was in front of me. I definitely wanted to do this. Okay, yep. I think it's still a bloated fucking mess. But I think the things it does, like I think the Assassin's Creed things it does well enough. But the problem is that so much of the game is revolved around this like Viking fantasy. And like like outside that's also just like a 100-hour game where it could have been like a 20-hour game. Is like my issues with Valhalla. Yeah, 25th anniversary was the 5th, right? July 5th. Oh yeah, is Menace gone? Did Menace leave? Did they get so insulted by the Mother Vive conversation? Wait, what? Why are there only these 2 missions? Either way, we can move on. I'll allow Waluigi to pick. And Menace will show up eventually, I'm sure. Researching every cat. Yeah, maybe that's where they went. They're looking up all the Bobs. Actually, really, there's... Well, I guess with Mother Vive, it's like... I love how I just, like, unironically called her Mother Vive. Like, technically, it's not going to be official that she has a Bob on Survivor until 50, right? Because, like, technically, we've heard about it, but we haven't actually seen it on Survivor. Again, we've obviously seen her photos outside that. But, like, would she even count for the draft if it's not official yet? Brad Reese? That's what I was expecting. Yeah, Historic's next. RE is a great franchise because their antagonists are amazing. Are they? I think they're fine. I don't know if I would say amazing.
Your life ends now.
I forgot. Weren't Raccoon? You were the one that wanted me to play AC Syndicate on stream, right? So I'll be doing that relatively soon. And by relatively soon, I probably mean like I don't know, a month from now. But like, I am doing a video on AC Syndicate at the end of the year. So the plan is to play it on stream, like kind of soon. I think they fixed it, right? Because like it was broken initially. I remember like the PS5 version. So we play on PS5. But yeah, like it was broken when it first came out. But I think they've patched it. Or like it would used to like flicker and everything. Okay, yep, that's what I want to do. And not climb that? Oh, okay. Well. Yeah, just kill me. That's fine. Yeah, the historic pick. Sure. Don't think so, right? Okay. Waluigi picked his meme team, but I don't actually enjoy all three on Big Brother. I think Brad, I just can't imagine Brad on Big Brother. I think is the thing. Bradley, I could see Bradley on Big Brother, right? And thanks for Cass also. It's like.
Should you enter a fist
I think with Cass, it's like I think they would go more for the Angela type than Cass, like one that's more like openly confrontational than like someone that's like passive aggressively like going after people. Watch Eddie McGeevy, like imagine. Do you imagine like it's fucking Lil Mega or something? It's like, oh, to celebrate 25 years of Big Brother, we're gonna bring the first ever boot from Big Brother. Okay, cool. Tom Sandoval. Tom Sandoval actually like I would not be shocked if Tom Sandoval is on Celebrity Big Brother in in like 6 months or whatever. H. Brooks is next. Like I actually think Tom Sandoval is actually like probably my top pick to be on Celebrity Big Brother. Assuming we get it, which we probably will in the winter. I think BB26 is one of production's favorite seasons, seemingly. Like, I mean, Julie had 3... Didn't she have 3 BB26 moments? Or is it 2? She had the week 3... maybe it was only 2. It was the week 3 veto ceremony, and it was Crazy Eyes. Yeah, I think it's only 2 now I'm thinking about it. But still, it's like, that's the most for any recent season, because I think outside that, like, 25, the only moment was Suri. 24, the moment was, like, Taylor winning. 23 was just a cookout. And then, like, after that, it's like, you don't have another pick until BB16, right? Which also, isn't that really fucking funny? That even, like, Julie Chen's in the spot where, like, yeah, there's, like, who the fuck cares about BB17 to 22? Nothing good happened there. Nigel from Trader Season 1 reminds you of Brad Reese. Did he? I feel like that's not the vibe I got from Nigel. Yeah, Austin Eviction would have been great, but yeah, I think it's a spot. Like, production did not like BB 17, so like I feel like that's probably playing a factor into that. Where I remember what was it, Les Moonves in particular, like was like openly talked about him being disappointed with the cast of BB 17, like as it was airing. So it's like, yeah, I just don't think they liked it for some reason. Dude, get the fuck down, thank you. No, not that guy. And like I talked through in that moments video, it's like I think with BB 17, like I would have expected, yeah, like Austin Eviction. Like I think on my list personally, Austin Eviction would be there. Maybe Vanessa getting voted out, maybe. I don't like, as much as I do like BB18, I don't know if a BB18 moment makes the list. Like I don't know if there is a BB18 moment that really is like this needs to be on.
Your assistance in this most
Bowl
delicate
Arena.
of matters.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't know. That would not make my top 25 moments personally, but it's a good moment.
And keep it you will. You'll have no
Priam
trouble
said he
from
would
us.
rather have the cast of
It's
BB
not
17
you
do
and
another
yours that
season
concern me,
over the other
but the
cast. I can't believe it.
citizens.
Yeah, that is not the cast I would pick.
picked the
Like, I think
same
BB 17 is a bit too, like, I don't know. I think it's gotten like very overrated over time. where like half the BB-17 cast is like kind of forgettable.
Look, you've got what
And
you
even
came
like
for.
Liz and Julia are like,
it's
yeah,
best you were
that
on
was
your way.
riveting TV. So like, I guess you remember them, but it's like, probably the H Brooks pick. If not, then I think we'll just move on. Again, I just want to try to get this done as quickly as possible. Oh, there. Oh, Mother Riz God. Cool. What the fuck is his last name? Or do I just put Riz God? Rizzo Velvilic. Velovic is how you pronounce it, right? Cool. Wait, he has a wiki page on Big Brother Hometowns fandom, whatever the fuck that is. I assume it's some sort of org. What was he? He was a... what is that? He made Finale his first season, and it was the fourth boot his second season. So that's something. Velovich? Really? Okay. Text next. Might as well check the audio thing again. Okay, we're still good. Was it 17 at the time? Not great. I mean, like, I think it was like, I think it definitely was not like what the current perception is. Like, it was just kind of like an okay season, I feel like. Like, I think the big takeaway from the season at the time was Vanessa. But even then, Vanessa was like a little more polarizing than I think people remember. And then also, like, people hated like the Oz twins. And, people were like frustrated Steve and Johnny Mac for not taking out the Oz twins. Am I cutting out? Well, that's great. Oh wait, the party thing did shut down. What the fuck? It literally said it didn't like a second ago. Okay, cool. Alright, it should be fixed. What the fuck is this? Dude, fuck Xbox. See, this is why I need a fucking capture card. This is legitimately this is the reason I like, because like outside that, like everything else I feel like is like kind of workaroundable. This is the annoying thing. Like just one, having to use a shit mic, and then also the audio not even working properly on Xbox. Like, okay, this is actually the reason why I'm like bothering to fucking buy a capture card at this point. Puya and Liana's son, and so Omer, which I assume that was going to be your final pick when you picked Marianne and Zach. But yeah, gamers next. BB-17 cast is just mid, very top heavy. Yeah. Like, I think you have a lot of people that you have Jeff and again Jackie has like turned into this like kind of like Twitter icon like post show and everything, where like people talk about Jackie very highly, but like Jackie was not that good. Becky, same thing. Like, really big thing about Becky was like the train story, and then like her trying to backdoor Vanessa, but didn't doing it terribly. Meg was not, again, just kind of a nothing person on the show. People did like James was obviously a casual fan favorite, but like he was just kind of whatever. Like obviously Davon, Audrey were great. Jason Roy was pretty well liked at the time. There's a lot. I think a lot of those middle people are people that like were not looked at as like particularly highly at the time, and also just again, weren't the greatest. And then also it's like again, you still have like Liz and Julia who make the end game, who also are like not particularly great either. I always love 18 too. Like 18's one that even at the time, like even though like 18's reception I feel like was even worse than 17's. Yeah, I always liked 18. Like I don't know. I never really got why 18 was never liked at the time. Because like 18, like when it was happening, there was just such negative reaction to it, and I really and like too. It wasn't like I'm 19 was even worse, but like again, it wasn't like this is the worst season ever necessarily, but it definitely was like looked at pretty low.
Follows that man. I won't give him
Again, I think it's a fun season. Like even at points where like even at the point that we thought it was gonna be like a poly steamroll, there were still like interesting things happening.
not forgotten.
Like them taking out Bronte, and again you have like the Tiffany Devon Frank feud. You get like Polly putting himself on the block and attempt to backdoor Devon. You have, like all this weird shit happening.
All the men I've
Dino,
worked
yeah.
work together. united by this man. Robert has designs upon
What's
the
his
land.
last name? Paolo,
This
right?
much I know for certain.
Yeah.
But how and why, when and where, these things remain out of reach.
Oh wait, that was Radio Ranger, right? Who'd Gamer pick?
They are none of these things, but something else. Templars.
Oh, Phaedra. I didn't see that. Phaedra Parks.
Or so they'd like King Richard to believe.
Hunting
Only
rifles
allegiance is
next.
to Robert de Sable and some mad idea
Oh,
that
Courtney
they will
Yates.
stop the war.
Courtney Yates would be fun on Big Brother.
You have no idea, Malik.
Grizz is
Robert
next.
and his Templars walk the city. They've come to pay their respects to Majd-ud-Din.
Also, people who I see say that they hate BB-26 is like, what?
What is this that Templars would attend his
I mean, like,
funeral?
I get, like, so Corey Wartenberg or someone that's, like, pretty low on BB-26, and, like, I get his perspective,
The citizens
where I
themselves
do think the thing about BB-26 is that it is a season that, like, is, like, kind of a low level of gameplay,
Peace?
and I get, like, being frustrated by that, but I still think there are enough, like, one, I think the characters are fun enough, and I think also like, there's still pretty hectic gameplay within that.
We are nothing like
So like, while it's not the highest level gameplay, and there are a lot of people that are playing very passively, it's like I think there was enough like hecticness in how things played out to kind of make up for that. Like I think like again the Cedric eviction, the Joseph eviction, like the way that Quinn goes out. It's like I still think there are like these interesting routes, and even like in the end game, like I think that's and I think it's something that's probably gonna be forgotten about over time. Where I think a lot of people are gonna like look at the end game now, like looking back on it, and be like, oh, it's just a Chelsea steamroll. It was so boring. But like at the time that was happening, it was still really interesting to see like Cam like pretty much save himself at the final 5, and then like almost flip the vote, like almost convince Chelsea to take out Chemo or take out Rubina over Chemo.
all this time. I never told you I was sorry.
And, like at final 4, you had like
You lost your
MJ
honor.
like considering taking out Cam until like him and Chelsea were able to convince her
I do not
otherwise.
accept
Like,
your
yeah,
apology.
there was some like fun stuff happening there.
No, you don't. I do not accept
Yeah,
your
Leovo
apology
also.
because you are not the same man who
Jatia.
went to the
Okay.
Templars. You have nothing to apologize for.
Malik.
Would Jatia be? I'm actually thinking like,
If I
would
had not
Jatia
been so
be
envious
interesting
of
on Big
you,
Brother?
I would not have been so careless myself.
Because I think part of what
Just as
makes
much to blame.
like I think the question is Jatia
We are
interesting
one. As we
like
share
on
the
her
glory of
own,
our
or is she
victories,
interesting because she was
so
on
too should we
Survivor?
share the pain of
Like
our
because she
defeat.
was like in a spot where
This way, we
she
grow closer. We grow stronger.
like without food, and then also with
That's
the
the
like
pain of
hecticness of the
might
brain
be
strime.
ready
That's
for what lies
because the
ahead.
thing is like I've watched Jatia play like Sequester, and like Jatia's kind of boring on Sequester. Like she didn't really do much on Sequester.
Fast forward
Um,
to a more recent
So I do question like how entertaining she actually like naturally is, but still, I'd be opposed to seeing her. But yeah, Frogs next. Emily Flippin. What a team! Rob Cesternino, Christian, and Emily Flippin. But Storacle's next. Watching MJ win final HOH and sell the game was brutal. I mean, I think to me it's like I would have hated the season, or like I hated the season. Is probably not the right term. I think it would have been a lesser outcome if MJ did win. I don't know. I guess actually no. I guess like if she cuts Chelsea at the end, that obviously like redeems part of it. I think it would have been worse if like if Cam won final HOH and took MJ. I think that would have been worst case scenario, right? But still, I do think Chelsea winning was base case scenario for the season. I think it definitely like improves the season's legacy to me. Where I think now it's like I think it's gonna be and like too fair. I think it will probably lead to Chelsea being overrated as a player as time goes on. But it's still a spot where like I do feel like it definitely like adds something to the season to have a winner on the caliber of Chelsea. Corey Tyler, interesting. That was not on my radar. What's her last name? Is it just Corey Tyler? I assume that's just her first name, right? Oh, there it is. Bullock? Okay, that's not what I was expecting her last name to be. Biabstello is next. Let's do that. So it's not too long. Is Chelsea one of the best quiz competitors ever? She seemed pretty good. I don't remember the exact I mean I know she went to tiebreaker with Angela, right? I feel like to be like one of the best ever, you're likely to like just blow everyone away, right? But, I don't know. I can replace Tiffany Irwin with one player, who would it be? Maybe Abby Maria? Oh. Because I mean, like, I'm thinking right now of like balancing. Like, because I think I'll try to get some 20s rep there. I think Abby Maria is probably the most interesting prospect, the ones that were at least close. And to be fair, it's probably one of the more interesting prospects from a women's side of things from the 20s anyway.
I beg of you, just a few coins.
Wanda. Cool. Wanda Shirk, right? Is that how you spell it? I don't think that's how you spell it. Oh, it is. I mean, like, I mistyped it, but like, there we go. Julian is next. Did Menace never come back, by the way? I assume Menace would be back by now. I think MJ's the worst runner-up. She's pretty bad. I don't know if I would. Like, I don't think of her instantly as like the worst runner-up of all time or anything, but especially because she had pretty big win equity against anybody but Chelsea. But she's really bad though. Nat 10. I mean, like, Nat 10 would do well on Big. Actually, I don't know. Would she? Like, Nat 10 like would just perfectly fit into like the typical like majority alliance, right? On like most seasons, and I guess like old school Nat 10. Like if Nat 10 at the time of Redemption Island, modern Nat 10, not entirely sure. By the way, how the fuck did no one pick Amanda Kimmel? I had Amanda Kimmel in my head like for a while now. I'm shocked no one picked Amanda Kimmel. Not that like I don't know if Amanda Kimmel's really top of mind like people that would like do well in Big Brother, but like again, I was able to get 3 of the Black Widow Brigade. I literally got the 3 that involved the Eric Blindside that haven't been on Big Brother yet. Yeah, Brand's next, and I don't know what the fuck we're doing with Menace. Do we just run him with just who'd he pick? With Natalie Anderson? Morgan Kagean, sure. Morgan McLeod, my queen. I say that, yeah, I don't actually know how to like spell her last name. What the fuck's his last name? Oh, Lod? Cool. There we go. Oh, Menace is back? Okay. Yeah, who do you want? You have 2 picks. We did a 4th round. We did a 4th round. We picked Amanda. I think I would have gone for at that point I might as well try to go for Alexis, right? Yeah, you can pick 2 people still. Alec Gabler. Coral. I did see Coral's doing Beth's podcast. Is that what it is? She's doing a podcast. So maybe she's writing up for All-Star 6. That'll be fun. Especially if she was rumored. Maybe she was like... I think I'm kind of expecting her All-Star 6 at this point, but... Again, seems more likely that she's willing to do podcasts about it. Yeah, we haven't actually run through Tribe Divisions like fully yet. We probably will. We'll probably do that in a second after we finish the draft. But generally, I think they're weird. Like some are obvious. Like actually, really, I looked back at what my predicted Tribe Divisions are. They're actually not that far apart from what we actually did get. But I feel like the changes from that are like weird ones though. Like the fact that like Charlie and Tiffany are together, and that Sri and Ozzy are together, and like stuff like that.
We gather here to mourn the loss of our beloved Majduddin. Taken too soon from this
Olivia
world.
making her baby in the challenge house is
I know
fucking
you
nasty.
feel
No,
sorrow
is it?
and pain
Just
at
like,
his
oh.
passing. But
Like
you should
any,
not.
I guess it's like under notion that okay, you can be like cameramen can like walk in on you and film you during it. I guess that's like a weird aspect of it, but like just in general, it's like I don't know,
It is
it's like,
only
whatever.
natural. Like the right
Yeah, Joe and Ozzy
of
together
the
also
sun.
is weird.
Take this moment.
I did see a lot of talk about people being surprised that it's not like 4v4. Or like I think a lot of people were like expecting like they're gonna put like on each tribe 4 new era, old era. It's like I can guarantee you like 100% that is not what's happening. Like I can guarantee you that they don't give a shit. Like I never thought that was the thing they were gonna do. It's like if they did, then they would fucking just name the season like something like Old School versus New School or something. I think genuinely they just did not care. I think they just put together the cast they wanted and it just ended up being that way. More so than like an intentional choice, like, oh, we gotta have 12 Old School, 12 New School. Puya? Does Puya count? Puya hasn't been on a reality TV show, right? Like, wait, let me
As
think.
you know,
Yeah, Puya hasn't been on a reality
this
TV show.
man
By the way, I
was
did see that
murdered.
Puya was like meant to be on
We
Traders
have
Canada,
tried to track
which
his
is kind of
killer,
insane.
but it has proved difficult. These creatures claim
Yeah, it's people that have been on reality
and
TV.
run from any who would face them.
I believe the stories that like Puya was like going to be on Traders Canada, like he got called
For
and
scenes
like
on
said that, hey,
stands
do you want to be
around us,
on? But then like he
he
couldn't
mocks us
like
with his presence
because he's not a Canadian
and
citizen
must be
anymore.
made
He
to
can't be
pay.
on. He has to be a Canadian citizen.
Seize him.
But, like now he's a
Bring
U.S.
him
citizen.
forward, that God's justice might be
Big
done.
physique. Do you imagine some big fucking big physique? Ica? Yeah, Ica's allowed, right? Yeah, there's nothing stopping Ica. Well, actually no. Well,